Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles. And this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt, because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Foggy German Yin-Yang, or Yin-Yang, by GB Pack. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit such that every row, column, and designated 9-cell region contains the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. We have dynamic fog of war, where entering a correct digit will clear fog from that cell and may clear fog from other cells. So I prefer this type of dynamic fog of war because it gives you a little bit of feedback so that you know when if you're doing something correctly or if you're doing something incorrectly. So it's just basically going to clear the fog in the cell that you place a correct digit, and it may clear other fog around the area. Or in the grid, period. We also have Yin-Yang, where we need to shade some cells in the grid such that all shaded cells form a single orthogonally connected region and all unshaded cells form a single orthogonally connected region. So this is an example of a valid Yin-Yang region. So you have all the shaded cells and being orthogonally connected, and all the unshaded cells being orthogonally connected. And what does it mean to be orthogonally connected? It just means that you can go from any cell in one region to any other cell in that same region, and you can do it just by going through edges, all while staying within the region. So for example, to get from this cell to this cell here, you go through these edges, and you would be able to stay within the region. Same with the unshaded region, right? To get from this cell to this cell, you can go from these edges all while staying within the region to this cell. An example of an invalid yin-yang would be something along the lines of like this, right? This cell cannot get to the unshaded cells by going through edges while staying within the unshaded region. This is also not a valid yin-yang because we have a 2x2 area. That's all. Oh, I forgot to say. No 2x2 square of cells may be entirely shaded or unshaded. And cells marked by a square are shaded. Cells with no square may be shaded or unshaded. So this has to be shaded because it has a square in it. And this doesn't work as a yin-yang shading because this 2x2 area is all unshaded, and that's not allowed in an yin-yang shading. You cannot have a 2x2 area that is all shaded or all unshaded. And those are examples of how yin-yang works. And finally, we have German whispers, or as I'm going to be calling them, whisper 5 lines, because a setter came up with this name, and I thought it was a great idea because it's very easily extensible. So know when I say whisper 5, it means German whisper lines. And the shaded cells form a single German whisper line. That is, any pair of orthogonally adjacent cells that are both shaded must have a difference of at least 5. And any pair of adjacent cells that are both unshaded, or one of each, has no restrictions. So basically, along this shaded region, so we basically should make the shaded region green to match the Whisper 5 typical line. So say this was the shading. Obviously, there are going to be some problems here, but say this was the shading. If this were valid, then, well, obviously this doesn't work because that's why this doesn't work as a shading. Maybe we could do something like this. Let's do something like this. This would have to be next to a 7, 8, or 9 and so these would have to be 7, 8, or 9 to be next to 2 unique, because the 2 can only be 5 or more away from 7, 8, or 9. So these would have to be 7, 8, or 9, and 7, 8, or 9. Obviously, the 4 would complicate things, and we have some issues with that. But those are examples of how Whisper 5 lines work. And those are all the rules. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, we know this is shaded, and so we're going to mark the shading as green. And the unshaded, I don't know, we'll make it pink, maybe? I don't know. Usually I use green as unshaded and blue as shaded, but in this case it makes more sense to have the green be the shaded, since all shaded cells work as a Whisper 5 line. But what we know, and in Yin-Yang shading, basically, if you're on the edge, you can only change shadings twice. And the reason why we know that is, say we had this be shaded, and this is unshaded here. I guess we'll make it pink, and then this is shaded here. And then this is unshaded. How do you orthogonally connect the green region without blocking the pink region from connecting to each other? And the answer is you cannot. Same with the pink region, right? If you connect the pink region, then that breaks the green region into 2 separate regions when it needs to be one full region by itself, orthogonally connected. So we know we can at most change the shading up to 2 times. You can be 0 times or 2 times. You can't change 1 time, because then it will naturally have to change again to change back to the other shading, right? So the thing is, 4 can only be next to 1 unique digit on a Whisper 5 line. So therefore, if this is a 4, it can't be green, green, green here, and it cannot be green, green, green here. We know this has to be green because all cells marked by a square are shaded, and this is marked by a square, so this must be shaded. Therefore, past this, this can never be shaded, because if this were shaded, this can't be shaded and this can't be shaded. Because if you try to go past here, the problem is then this 4 would be next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, and 4 can only be next to 1 unique digit on a Whisper 5 line. So therefore, this has to be unshaded, and it's the same with this, right? If you try to have this be shaded going here, the problem is you would have to connect to here, and this 4 would be next to 2 unique digits on a Whisper 5 line, which is impossible. So this all has to be unshaded, right? Because you can swap twice at most. You have to swap once here and then once around here at least. So therefore, this is a 2x2 area that is all pink, so this must be green. Same here, that's green. Same here, that's green. Now, this could be green here, or it could just basically be mostly pink up to here. We don't know. So we also know 5 can never be on a Whisper 5 line, because if you subtract 5 or more from 5, you get 0 or less, which is not a normal Sudoku digit. And if you add 5 or more to 5, you get 10 or more, which are not digits. So 5 can never be on a Whisper 5 line, hence this is pink, which means this 2x2 area can't be all pink, so this must be green. This must be green too. Okay. What else do we know? Actually, we're going to mark these. We're going to mark them as blue and red, and then we'll mark the pink. We'll maybe leave the pink as pink. Or maybe we'll make it a yellow. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make these yellow. Ooh, that's interesting. And we're gonna make these digits blue and red. Now the thing is, so since the shaded region must be orthogonally connected, that means you're always going to be alternate. And on a Whisper 5 line, you'll always alternate between low digits and high digits on a Whisper 5 line. Because of that, we know that the way that this is going to go has to be alternate low, high, low, high, low. And since this is low as a digit, that means anything that is sort of in a checkerboard pattern away from it, so anything that's not an odd number of digits away if you go through edges, have to be the same set, right? If you have low digits, you'll always be next to a high digit on a Whisper 5 line. And if you have high digits, you'll always be next to a low digit on a Whisper 5 line. And I've detailed this many, many times in Learn How to Sudokus. So that explains the reasoning there. Anyways, this has to be low. And this is 2 away here, so this must be low. This is 2 away, 4, 6 away here. So this must be low. 2, 4, 6 away here. So this must be low. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So this must be low. So we can that means anything that connects to the blues, though, that is shaded would have to be high. So you have low, high. So this is low. It has to be 1 or 3. This is low too, and it cannot be 2, 3, or 4, so this must be 1. So that's 1. Okay, that gives us a lot of information. So we have 6 and 4 here, 6 and 4, 8, 6 and 4. If this were on the Whisper 5 line, it would have to be a low, right? Because again, you have low, high, and low, and the way that you go about it, any way, low, high, low, high, low, it would always have to be low. So this cannot be on the Whisper 5 line, which means, again, you can only change twice on Whisper 5 line, so these have to be unshaded. So this must go out somewhere this way. This can't be low either because, right, we have low, high, low, high, low if this were on the Whisper 5, so therefore this is not on it. Therefore, this must be not this must be shaded because these are all unshaded. So we have low, high, low, high. So this is high and this is high for the same reasoning. Because again, we have 3 yellows here in this 2x2 area. So again, you have high, low, low. So neither of these can be on it because they are the wrong set if they were tried to be on the Whisper 5 line. And this is also the wrong set because you have low, high, low, and then this would be high. So these cannot be on the Whisper 5 lines. This must be because of the 2x2 area, so this is high. This is high because again, that's 2 away. And you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So it must be the same set as that. So we have a high here. It could be low, high. Where is 4 in box 4? Can't be here because of 4 in the row, so it has to be here. So this is 4. It could be on the Whisper 5 line because that would be low, high, and low. But both of these cannot be. Remaining digits in box 4 are 6 through 9, and this can't be 6 because of 6 in the row. 6 cannot be here because of 6 in the column. So where's 6 in box 4? It has to be here. So this is 6. This has to be 7 or 9. This is not 6 or 8, so this is also 7 or 9. Okay. So, that means can we have another high digit in these two cells particularly? Well, if this is on the shaded cells, it must be low. If this is on the shaded cells, it must be high. But it can't be 6, 8, or 7, 9 because of the 7, 9 pair in the row. Right? This sees both 6 and 8, so this is 7, 9 as a pair, and they're guaranteed to both be on the shading. So they have to be 7, 9 as a pair, which means this can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9, so this is not shaded. So therefore this can't be shaded for the same reasoning. This must go out this way, blue, red, blue. So this is guaranteed to be on the Whisper 5 line. So this is 2, because it cannot be 1, 3, or 4. This has to be 7, 8, or 9 here. This could be a 6 technically. And then this would have to be 1, which is possible. Remaining digits in column. Oh, this has to be low and is 4. Remaining digits in column 2 are 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 7, 8, or 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in box 7, which eliminates 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the box. So this is 1, 3, or 5. We have 1, 3, or 5 here. We are guaranteed one of these digits is an 8 here then, which means that cannot have an 8 in the rest of column 2. Okay, this has to be 1, 3, or 4. Well, which digit is 4 in row 8? It has to be one of these two, because it cannot be here because 4 is in the box, can't be here because 4 in the column. Where's 4 in column 4? It must be one of those two. And then it has to be one of these 4. It cannot be here because this is guaranteed to be a high digit. And it actually has to be 7, 8, or 9 here because it can't be 6. So one of these two is a 9. It has to, because the 4 has to connect to the rest of the shaded cells. And it can only connect to one of those two, so this cannot be 9 here. Actually, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet in column 3, which eliminates 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the column. This can't be 9. Therefore, this must be a 9 here and is connected to there. This cannot be on the Whisper 5 line because 4 can only be next to one unique digit on a Whisper 5 line, and that's a 9. Therefore, this 2x2 area is yellow, so this cannot be yellow. It's 2 away from blue, so this is blue. 9 eliminates 9 in the rest of the column, so this is 7, 8 as a pair. This can't be 7 or 8 because of the 7, 8 pair in the column, which makes this a 9, and that a 7, and that clears everything here. Interesting. So that leaves this as a 6 here. We have 8 and 9 here. Remaining digits in box 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Obviously, no 6s here. If this were high, it could only be a 6. So this cannot go this... Well, it could be 7, 1, 6, 1. That is potentially possible. Huh. Okay. Sixes. 6 can't be here, cannot be here, so it must be one of these 4. 6 can't be here or here, so it's one of these 4. No 6 here or here, so 6 is one of these 3. Remaining, okay, this 9 eliminates 9 in the rest of the column. This is 7, 8 as a pair, which eliminates 7, 8 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 7 or 8, it's 9. 9 cannot be here or here. Where's 9 in box 5? It must be here, which means one of these two is 9 in box 2, or in column 5 specifically. So 4, if this were on a Whisper 5 line, would have to connect to here, but that can't be because this can't be a 9. Because it can't connect to either of these two, it would have to connect to here. So because of that, this can't be shaded. It's non-shaded. This must either connect through here or through here. If it connects through here, it would have to be 7. And it would have to have 1 and 2 to connect to. That's possible. Okay, remaining digits in column 3. We have 1, 2, 3, and 5. How about column 1? We have 7 and 8 with 1, 3, or 5. Okay, remaining digits in row 4. We have 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. No 8 here, no 7 here because of 8s and 7s in the column. Interesting, okay. Also, to connect orthogonally, the shaded region has to go through here or here. This would be high. That would be high. So one of these is guaranteed to be a high. Could be both. And then this would have to be low if it goes that way. If it goes this way, it has to be low, high, low, low. And this would be 7, 1, 2, if that were the case. If this is 4, it would have to go this way. Remaining digits in row 5. We have 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. And obviously this cannot be 8 or 9. Hmm. This has to be 1, 2, or 3. This must be 1, 2, or 3. Um. um. Hmm. If either of these. So how does this connect? It either connects this way, or it goes here, or it goes here, or here, or here, right? So it can either connect directly that way. If it goes to here, this has to be then 6 and 1, and then it must go up. So if it goes this way, it must go 6 and up there. So if it goes this way, okay, so can it ever go this way is the question. I think the answer to that is no, right? If we tried going, I mean, I could do it if it's 1, 6, 1, 7, 2. I guess that's possible. But then this would have to connect this way because there's no other high digit in that box. I mean, that's possible. Oh, then this would have to be 6 and 1. Okay. So no, it cannot connect this way. So this cannot connect this way. If we tried connecting here, this would then be high as a digit, and it can only be 6. And that would be next to 2 unique digits on the Whisper 5 shading, which is not allowed. So it cannot connect this way. It must connect to one of these. So therefore, 6 cannot be here. 6 is guaranteed to be one of these. 1 has to be connecting there. So 1 cannot be any of these. Because you have to have 7, 1, 6 or 7, 1, 6. So you cannot go here to 6 here because that requires a 1 to connect to here, right? You can't go connect here because that's 6. You have to go either that way, this way, and that's it. So this cannot be on the Whisper 5 line. So to connect, you have to connect to here, which means this must be 8. This must be 7 to be, because 8 has to be next to 3 on the Whisper 5 lines. It must connect to here. It must connect to here. So this is low. It's 1 or 2. Then it either connects here, here, or this way. We're not sure which. Um, hmm. Um, so this has to connect to the rest of the yellow, so therefore it connects that way. Therefore, this is a high and must be 6. There's no 6 here. That means this must connect that way, so this is high, this is low, to be connecting to the rest of the shaded cells. So this is high, it's 7 next to 1 and 2, and this cannot be, this can only be 2, so this is 1. That eliminates 2 and 7 and 1 in the rest of the box. 2 eliminates 2 here. No 1 or 2 here, so that's 3. This cannot connect because if this were high, it can only be 6. So this is not in the shaded cells. This has to be going out this way to connect. to the shaded cells. This has to connect this way to be a shaded cells. This is a 2x2 area that is all shaded, so this cannot be shaded. It's yellow. This must be 8 also to be connected to 3 on the Whisper 5 lines. That makes this 7. That eliminates 2 and 7 and remaining in the row. So one of these is 1. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5, which eliminates 5 in the rest of the box and row. So this becomes a 1-3 pair, which eliminates, and 3 cannot be next to 7 on a Whisper 5 line. So this is 1, this is 5, that's 3. 1 and 5 eliminate 1 and 5 in the rest of the column. This 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the column. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the row. We are guaranteed a 1 here. Anytime you have an yin-yang shading and you have a shading of one set on a diagonal, the other cells on the diagonal have to be one of the same shading and one of the opposite. And the reason why is, say we had both of these shaded. The problem with this is, how do you orthogonally connect the shaded regions and also connect the unshaded regions? And the answer is you cannot if you have this diagonal, one being one shading and the other being the other shading. So obviously this cannot be shaded here, so this must be unshaded, which makes this shaded here and is a 1. So that's 1, which eliminates 1 here. This is 2. This must be 3. That eliminates 3 in the rest of the column. This is 8 or 9. This shading cells must connect to here. Must connect to the rest of the shading. So this is high and is 8, which makes this 9. That eliminates 8 from being here. This is a 3, 5, 9 triplet, and this can't be 3 because of 3 in the row. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the row. This must connect this way. So this, to connect to these cells, it has to connect through here. So this is low, this is high. That makes this 3 and 9, and that makes this 5. And 5 can never be on a Whisper 5 line, so this is unshaded. This connects this way, because so therefore this is low to connect. This cannot be 7 or 9. This can't be 7 or 9, it's 8. That leaves us as 1 or 3, and this is 1 or 3 also. 3 eliminates 3 here, so that's 5. This cannot be 3 because of 3 in the row. This can't be 9 or 8, so this has to be 7 because of 9 in the row and 8 in the column. This can't be 9 anymore. Remaining digits of row 6 are 2, 7, 9. This can't be 7 because of 7 in the column. Remaining digits of row 7, we have 1, 7, 9. And again, this can't be 7 because of 7 in the column. We have remaining digits of row 8. We have 3, 4, and 6. Again, this cannot be connected to the Whisper 5 line because it would be next to 2 unique digits on the Whisper 5 line. So this is yellow, therefore this must connect this way. It's blue. This must connect also, so this is red, which forces this to be 9, which forces this to be 2, which forces this to be 1. This is low, so it must be 1. That makes this 7. Remaining digits in row 9. We have 2, 5, and 8, and this cannot be 2 or 8. So this must be 5, which makes this a 2, 8 pair here. 2 here eliminates 2 in the rest of the box. This is now 3 because of 1 in the column, so that's 3. This is 1. 3 and 4 eliminate 3 and 4 here. So that is a 6, which means this can't be 6 here. 7 here eliminates 7 here, so this is 9 and this is 7. Wait, that didn't clear. That's not good. This cannot connect because 3 and 7 can't be a pair, so this must be blue. So this must connect that way. This is not shaded. That's problematic, though. That didn't clear. Huh. Remaining digits in column 4 are 4 and 6, so this must be 4, and this is 6. Remaining digits in column 5, this can't be 1 because of 1 in the row, no 3 because of 3 in the row, no 7 because of 7 in the row. We have 1 and 5 remaining in column 5. We have 2, 7, 8 remaining in column 6. No 7 here because of 7 in the row. 4 eliminates 4 from being here, so this must be 4 here, which makes this not 4, so that's 3 and 4. Did I screw some? I'm probably screw something up because that 7 didn't react as I thought it would. Remaining digit in column 8 is a 3. So this is 3, which eliminates 3 here. This is 7, 8 as a pair, which means this can't be 7 or 8. It's 3 there. This is 1, 2, 5, or 8. Cannot be 1, so this is 2, 5, 8 here. Remaining digits of column 8, 7. We have 2, 5, 8, and 9. 9 cannot be here. Where is the 9 in the column? It has to be here. So this is 9. Remaining digits of column 9. We have 2, 6, and 8. 6 cannot be here because of 6 in the row, so 6 has to be here. And then this is 2 and 8. Wait, this is saying that this has to be on. Huh. That's a problem. Huh. Huh. I don't know where it went wrong. Well, obviously this is not going to work because 7 I'm not sure why this couldn't connect here again. Oh, because it's no, it's 1, 6. Oh, because this cell can't connect. Why can't that cell connect? I don't know. Oh, because these well, okay, what was my logic there? So obviously there's a problem here. What bad assumptions did I make? Which I must have. Hmm. Um, how did... Wait, can't this connect this way? Yeah, okay, so maybe it was this was the bad assumption. Okay, yeah, I think I forgot that you can connect this way. That was the bad assumption there. Apologies for that. That's a pretty bad assumption, actually. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that was the bad assumption then. So I guess we showed that he has to go this way, but so how do we do that without triggering that again? Um, what you cannot do though is go here, then here. You could go here, and then you have. So this is always going to be connected. Um, and it could go like that. It could go like that. So this is always also on the Whisper 5 line. It cannot go here because it would be 1 6, and then this would be 1 6 that way. And it cannot, yeah, you just can't have this connecting that way. But you could connect, no, you can't, well, this is interesting. So one of these is yellow, at least. We had it where both were yellow. Well, if this is yellow, this has to be yellow here, right? If this is not yellow, this would be then 1 or 3, but then this could have to be yellow too. So either way, this is yellow, which means this can't be 6. So therefore, 6 does have to be here no matter what. This is a diagonal, so therefore this has to be yellow there that way. And that's where it is. So we basically, yeah, we should not have ruled that out. That was actually a mistake there. Okay, so this is 6. This can't be 1. This must be 1 here. It must go out this way. This is not part of the shading. So this is 6 here. This is 1 here. This can't be 1 here. This then must orthogonally connect this way. So then we have this part. So this is all still the same. This is 7, which must be next to 1 and 2. This can't be 1, so that's 2, which makes that 1. This can't be 1 or 2. It's 3. 3 can only be next to 8 or 9 on a Whisper 5 line, so this cannot be Whisper 5 line, which means it must go out that way. You have to connect this way. This is a 2x2, which is all shaded, so this has to be unshaded. This can't be 2 or 3, therefore it's 5. Therefore, there's no 5 here. So 2 and 3 is a pair. 5 eliminates 5 here. So that's 1, 3. This is 5, which means this can't be 5 here. 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the row. So this can't be 3. This can't be 7. This must connect through this way. This must connect here. So this is all still the same. It was basically just this assumption. So this connects here. This must be high and is 8. It has to connect through here. This must be low. This must be high here. So then we have 3 here and 9 here, which makes that 8. This has to be a 5 and therefore cannot be shaded. So it must go this way. This is blue and is 1 or 3. This is 1 or 3 too. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 7, which makes that 8. This has to be 5 remaining. Remaining digits in row. So this has to go this way and is high. It cannot be 8. It could be 7 or 9 here. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the column. We have a 7-9 pair in column 8, which eliminates 7-9 in the rest of the column. So this can't be 7 or 9, it's 2, which means this can't be 2. This can't be 2. 2 eliminates 2 here, so that's 1. Remaining digits we have, this has to be 3, 4, and 6 in row 8. This can't be 4 because of 4 in the column. This has to connect to here, so this must be blue and is 1, which makes this 3. This is 1. 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 3, which makes this 2, which makes that 3. This has to be 7, 8, or 9 remaining in row 7. 3 eliminates 3 here, so this is 1, which means this cannot be... well, we don't know yet. Remaining digits of row 9 are 2, 5, 7, and 8. And this can't be 2 or 8 because of 2 or 8 in the column. The 7, 9 pair eliminates 7 and 9 here, so this is 5. There's no 5 here, no 5 here. And this must be 3 or 4 here. Okay. This has to be a 9 to be next to a 3 on the Whisper 5 line. 9 eliminates 9 here, so this is 7, which makes this 9, which means this can't be 9. Three eliminates 3 here, so that's 6, which means this can't be 6 here. We have 4 and 6 remaining here, and this can't be 6, so this must be 4, which makes this 6, which means this cannot be 4 anymore here. Therefore, this is 4 here. This can't be 4, it's 3, which makes this 4, which makes that 3. So 3 cannot be any of these. This is 1, 2, and 5. No 1 here, no 1 here. This can't be 3, therefore this is 3 here. Remaining digits of column 5 are 1 and 5. Remaining digits of column 6 are 2, 7, 8. No 7 here because of 7 in the row. Remaining digits of column 7. We have 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. No 7 or 9 there. No 9 here. Remaining digits of column 9. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this can't be 6. Where is 6 in column 9? It has to be here. So that's 6. And that gives us that information. So this is shaded, which means this must be red. This cannot be part of the set. And this must be 9 then to be next to the 3 on the Whisper 5 line. So that's 9. This is 7, which makes this 8, which makes that 7. So this cannot connect to here. So this is unshaded, which makes this shaded. That was pretty tricky that you didn't, yeah. Well, I did mess up that pretty big time. Anyway, 7 eliminates 7 here, so that's 8. There's no more 8 here or here. 8 and 7 eliminates 7 and 8 here. This can't be 7, it's 2, which makes this 7. This 2 eliminates 2 here, and 7 and 8, so that's 9. So none of these can be 9 or 7. This has to be on the line, so it must be low. So this, therefore, this is 2 by 2 that's shaded. This can't be shaded here. 2 by 2 that's unshaded, so this must be shaded there. This must orthogonally connect. 2 by 2 that's shaded, therefore this can't be shaded here. So this is high, which must be 8. This must be low, which is 2. This must be low, so that's 2. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 5. This can't be 2 or 5. It's 1, which makes this 2. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 5, which makes this 1. This can't be 2 or 8, so it's 7. This can't be 2 or 5. It's 8, which eliminates 8 here. So it's 7, 8, and 5. Apologies for that. That part. I shouldn't have done that immediately. That was just, yeah, pretty. Oh, this is not red. This is blue. But yeah, I don't know why I just immediately just, yeah. That was pretty bad. I don't think, though, I would classify this as easy. I think I would put this more in challenging. Maybe it's just because I made this mistake. Maybe I just messed up pretty badly. But I don't know. It just feels like it's not quite easy. But maybe that's just me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.